Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. Crimson Days will be debuting in Destiny 2 for the first time this coming Tuesday, February 13th, and will be lasting for 1 week. We will see the return of the Crimson Doubles playlist in Crucible, and in addition to that, we will also see some new ghost shells, sparrows, emotes, and things of that nature. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what we can expect from Crimson Days. Now, as is the case with most DLCs, expansions, live events, hotfixes, patches, and things of that nature, you could expect Destiny 2 to be taken offline on Tuesday for server maintenance prior to Crimson Days being released. You can expect Destiny 2 servers to begin coming offline at 8 AM Pacific Standard Time on Tuesday, February 13th, and the expected completion for server maintenance, meaning these servers will go back online, is estimated to be around 12 PM or noon Pacific Standard Time. Now, it's worth noting that as of late, when Bungie takes the servers offline for maintenances like this, they've actually finished it a little bit early, so here's hoping they go ahead and knock this one out a little early too. As soon as server maintenance has completed and these servers are back online, you will then have to install a hotfix to your console, and then as soon as you do that, you'll be able to sign in and Crimson Days will be active. It's worth noting that Crimson Days will be available to everybody who owns the base game for Destiny 2, meaning if you do not own Curse of Osiris, you will still be able to participate in Crimson Days and collect all of the Crimson Day rewards. Now, speaking a little bit more about those rewards, if we all look back to The Dawning, which was our last seasonal live event, I'm not including Iron Banner or Faction Rallies here, most of the rewards, if not all of them, were acquired through TES. You had to go and get TES Eververse engrams in order to collect Dawning rewards. Now, needless to say, the community was not happy about this because none of those rewards were really earned through gameplay. You were only able to collect, I think, 2 engrams per week for free, and then you had to buy the rest if you wanted any of the Dawning gear. Now, needless to say, the majority of the community was not happy with this, and rightfully so. It's kind of a cheap move on Bungie's part. However, that being said, Bungie actually did listen, and the Crimson Days loot pool is going to be very different from the Dawning loot pool. Bungie has stated that Crimson engrams will only be earnable through gameplay, but if you're looking to directly purchase a specific item, TES will also offer a selection of Crimson engram contents in exchange for Bright Dust you are holding. Gear purchased with Bright Dust will also count towards the knockout list mechanic described above. And the knockout mechanic basically makes it so that you do not get a single duplicate from a Crimson engram until you've collected every single reward. Bungie goes on to say that every reward obtained from a Crimson engram can also be dismantled for Bright Dust, including event-specific shaders. Now again, going back to the Dawning real quick, if you guys remember, if you actually purchased a Dawning engram with real money from TES and you dismantled one of those items that came in that engram, you were awarded Bright Dust. However, if you earned a free engram and you dismantled one of those items, it did not give you any Bright Dust at all. Instead, it gave you either Legendary Shards or Glimmer. So that being said, this is another example of Bungie listening to community feedback based on the Dawning and making some really nice changes that are going to benefit us, the player, as opposed to benefit their wallets. So, how exactly do we earn these new Crimson engrams? Bungie says no matter what activity you play in Destiny 2 during Crimson Days, every player will receive both an Illuminated engram and a Crimson engram when they level up. Crimson engrams are only earnable through gameplay and are not capped or limited during the event. To qualify, you need only to reach the level cap for your Guardian. That's level 25 if you've acquired Expansion 1, and level 20 if you do not own Curse of Osiris and are just playing the base game. So basically what that means is you can earn as many Crimson engrams as you feel like. All you need to do is go play the game, get as much XP as possible, and the more times you level up, the more Crimson engrams you're going to get. So basically, just go ahead and pop a Fireteam medallion to increase your XP gains, and go run some strikes, go play some Crucible, go do whatever you want to do and earn some XP and get your gear. This is awesome, honestly. And the gameplay rewards don't stop there. In addition to earning a Crimson engram every time you level up, there are also 5 specific rewards that you can obtain by going and completing some activities in the game. So the first one is complete the milestone Welcome to Crimson Days by finishing 5 Crimson Day matches and visiting Lord Shaxx in the tower to earn the Fire of the Crimson Days emblem and the Terrestrella Ghost Shell. In addition to that, by completing matches in the Crimson Days Crucible playlist, you will also have a chance to earn the Undeterred Exotic Sparrow. And to get the new Diesel Punk exotic ornament for Wardcliff Coil, all you have to do is go and complete either the Leviathan raid or the raid layer Eater of Worlds, and you have a chance, or maybe it's a guarantee, to get this new ornament from the final chest. And lastly, by completing the Nightfall Strike during the Crimson Days event, you can earn the Flaunting Dance emote. In addition to all the new loot, Crimson Days will also bring a new revamped version of the Destiny 1 Crucible map known as the Burning Shrine, which was a fan favorite. This will be a darkened version, and it will be set in the future where the Vex have taken over Mercury, and it's pretty neat looking, honestly. This new version of the Burning Shrine will be called the Burnout, and Bungie has clarified that after Crimson Days has ended, the Burnout map will stay in the Crucible map rotation permanently. Crimson Days will also see the return of Crimson Doubles, a 2v2 Crucible game mode that we saw in Destiny 1, only this time it will have a little bit of a different feature. Bungie describes these new features as requiring you to stay in close proximity to your partner, and your abilities recharge at a faster rate. However, if you stray too far from your partner, your enemies will be given a waypoint leading to your location. If you can't find a partner, don't worry, we'll play matchmaker and find one for you. And that just about sums up everything that you need to know about Crimson Days, guys. Now, it should go without saying that this is not intended to be some kind of game-saving event that's going to completely change the perspective that everybody has on Destiny 2 and bring all the players that left back to this game. However, this is most definitely a step in the right direction, and it gives us a really, really bright future to look forward to. Bungie is listening, Bungie is implementing changes that the community wants, and, I mean, we can't complain about that. You honestly can't. And from a YouTuber standpoint, the more of these changes that we get in the game, the better for everybody, because that gives me more incentive to make videos. That's why I haven't uploaded much recently, is because honestly, there's just nothing to make videos about. And on that note, this video is going to come to an end. If you enjoyed, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.